Welcome to the MoistyVoice, episode 32. That's 3-2.
Different camera setup, different mic placement.
Yeah, 1 week, bad camera. If anybody actually watches this instead of listens to it, sorry.
In film theory, this is what's called the moist angle. It's real slippy.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's pretty dirty.
Yeah.
You know what else is pretty dirty? EA.
Ooh.
We haven't said fuck EA in a while.
Oh, fuck EA, fuck Ubisoft,
it's really just EA.
Fuck Bethesda.
It's pretty much just EA this week. Like, super fuck EA. Like, oh my god. So I think everybody probably knows what we're talking about. It's Star Wars Battlefront 2. And holy shit, did they fuck that one up.
Their marketing campaign is on point.
Oh, yeah. No, the game looks, runs, and plays beautiful. I want to be playing it right now.
Like 8.59 out of 10.
It's an amazing first-person online shooter. Single-player campaign is pretty shit. I'm gonna throw spoils out there to save people. It's about 4 hours if you're lucky.
Yeah.
3 hours not counting cutscenes. The main character, it's supposed to be an Empire-centric storyline. You play an Imperial officer, and it spans between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens. They defect to the Rebel side almost immediately. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, there's no love for the Empire.
That, good Empire campaign you were finally waiting for, get fucked. It's not happening.
For the audio listeners, a cat just really shat itself in because Michael put it in a box.
It jumped in the box on its own, and he just started fucking flipping out. So why does that empty him out?
But yeah, no. Story gets kind of fucked, unfortunately.
Oh god.
Starts interesting, but then it just kind of falls apart. But the multiplayer it's awesome. The online gameplay. The gameplay, I'm going to emphasize that, playing the game, pushing the buttons to play the game, super fun.
It hits that pleasure center in the back of your head that makes you feel, man, I'm doing something with my life.
Like when you watch Fuda porn. Is that...
No, wait,
what?
Different stuff.
Much further back.
So, with Battlefront 2, what I love about it is, obviously, a huge goal of every match is to get enough kills and objective points to be able to get a dope-ass vehicle or eventually Jedi or Sith, some hero, or even Bosk, he's there. But what it does really well is I enjoy playing a regular grunt. I'm not saying they're like, oh god, I have to play this another 10 minutes until I can get someone.
And that's how the first one was, in a lot of ways. It was sort of just like, ugh.
Well, yeah,
the first one was like watching the
problems.
cooldown just happen.
Yeah.
It was...
And
If you're lucky enough to spawn at the back of a map where a hero token popped up, then it was fun. But other than that, it just kind of sucked to play it. And then Battlefront 2, everything is fun. Whether you're a regular grunt doing things, if you're in a vehicle stomping around, if you're playing just a Wookiee or a hero, every single thing you do is fun. Even although it's very, actually well-designed, flying ships is a hell of a lot of fun.
The dogfighting I've heard is incredibly fun to do.
It is.
I haven't had the chance to mess with that. But despite all of the things that we just talked about how amazing they are, the game is a 2 out of 10. Sucks balls.
So the main problem we're going to bring up here is that you buy the game, it doesn't matter if you buy it day one $60 or if you buy it the 3-day early $80. Mm-hmm. Either edition, half of the starting heroes are locked, and it will take you, I think, 10 hours in game to unlock
that's
40.
It was originally 40. So we'll start as if we were talking about this 4 days ago now.
When it first
dropped on EA Access, it was 40 hours to unlock, Luke, Vader, just, your standard basic people. And then it would take about 300 plus hours to get them to heroic so that you could actually stand a chance while you play them.
Yeah.
They put it under this insanely massive pay-to-win credit cap with no real means of getting those credits.
the only other way from getting them in game is you could buy a shit ton of their loot boxes, and then one of the possibilities of a loot box was the in-game credits.
Terrible system all around, pretty freaking miserable, because you could just pay to win in the most just blatant sense. That's what's going on.
And like, what's the final count of like how much money you have to spend to unlock everything in the game right now?
It was so
it's like $2,100.
I forgot what the count was, but under this system 4 days ago, to unlock everything or most everything, would take the equivalent of working 2 40-hour work weeks every week for a full year.
Yep.
Just to get all the things. All the things that should have come with the game. All the things that shouldn't be hard to unlock. So they said, hey guys, we heard your response. We're sorry. We're going to reduce the cost of everything 75%. Asterisk. We're also going to reduce your gains by 75%. So they did absolutely fuck all. It changed
I mean, like,
nothing.
well,
Mostly
if you spend money and get credits out of loot crates, those credits haven't been diminished.
Yeah, so the loot crates, and if you just buy a $20 2100 credit card, that is the other method.
Yeah, so they made it's cheaper now, and you get more out of your dollar for stuff.
You don't get more out of your gameplay.
No, you get more.
You get more out of your dollar, which actually only further encouraged the microtransaction model. That's all it did. Is it made that much better.
It like disguised it slightly.
A caveat: you only get more out of your dollar if you're buying the preloaded thing from GameStop, because they changed the crystal prices and amounts in game to reflect the new unlock system.
Yeah.
They haven't changed the physical $20 however many crystal cards from GameStop. That's not worth it. It's the only worthwhile way of spending your money for microtransactions. If you do any of them in-game, you're actually still just as fucked as before.
Yep.
Great.
It's pretty miserable. And then, so, some guy goes on the Star Wars Battlefront Reddit, and the post is essentially, this is bullshit. I just paid $80 to unlock Darth Vader. I should have him at the beginning. And EA's response was effectively, this is how it should be. We wanted to make it, give players a sense of accomplishment when they finally unlock that character. It's supposed to make you feel great.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Give us money while fucking yourself.
And then it got in 24 hours became the most downvoted post in Reddit history, and I think at this point it's the most downvoted post of anything.
The most downvoted post of anything on any website ever.
When yesterday it was negative 680k.
It passed negative 680. I'm not sure where it's at right now, but that is enough to just show you what the fuck.
So that is absolutely god-awfully miserable. Then yesterday, for some reason, and literally, I love that Game Informer's headline for the article was EA holds Battlefront II AMA for no discernible reason. Like, they just couldn't figure out what gave them the idea that they were like, let's just line up before the firing squad and say, take your best shot.
No, it probably wasn't the people in the marketing department that wanted to do that. It was somebody else that's above them that's saying, hey, you're going to have to do this because we don't like this social outcry.
The people doing the AMA were 3 key devs.
And they were actually, they weren't EA people. It was 3 head DICE devs for the game.
I feel so bad for them.
I think one of them was...
They handled it well.
It went as well as it could have on their end. They didn't say anything to warrant the most downvoted post in history, but they also didn't say anything to change any views whatsoever. It basically could not have happened, and literally nothing would have changed. There was one thing that... They
basically said that there's never going to be Galactic Conquest, and that's what I was holding out for, to be honest.
Yeah, they confirmed that would be the backest of backburners, if it would even be made. But that they weren't really going to change anything. And they gave you, a super neutral response of like, oh, we're looking at it. Oh, we'll see what player response. Like, they know what player response is. They know.
Right. They want to. You want a campaign where you can go and just conquer planets and get different resources off of that.
That was my favorite thing about the 2005 Battlefront 2 was that you could take a first-person shooter and simultaneously have it be a turn-based strategy game.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I
A
love playing
turn-based-
that with friends and family.
A turn-based strategy game where you can make impact on different regions, and then depending on how you do in those regions, other regions might have different effects.
Do you know who currently owns the property for the original Battlefront 2?
I think it's like Paradox or something. No, they got...
Yeah, EA killed him.
Yeah.
I forget who it is, but they upped
EA.
servers again back when.
Well, I was going to say, they probably are the winners of this, in that sales for that game have probably shot up because people have said, fuck this, I'm just going to go play good Battlefront 2.
Well, that's a problem. This Battlefront 2 is still good. It's still a good game. Except for they decided to just remove half the heroes from the game.
And star cards.
And the star card system is wonky, but I was willing to look past it. Because the
Just straight up
gameplay
buffs.
enough was enough.
They had changed something. Originally, loot boxes were a workaround, because you get a star card, let's say level 40, you unlock a certain ability. Loot boxes allowed a level 2 to unlock an originally level 40 star card, but they actually fixed that between open beta and live.
Mm-hmm.
So that no longer was the workaround. So that I was okay with that system. But yeah, no, this couldn't have been handled worse.
What's fun? I have like 6 or 7 friends who all were going to get the game. I've now got the game, and I was going to get with them. And when I told them, I was boycotting it because of EA shit, they were so upset with me. Not to mention how upset I am with myself, because I can only imagine how much fun it is to play it right now. Did you see the video of, on PC, ultra settings, realistic HUD, where it's empty screen, just you running around?
Yeah.
That's the most beautiful game I've seen this year. No lie. That's actually been the most powerful, I want to play that,
It's
of
the
any
reason to get
gameplay
the
I've
Pro.
seen this year.
What if it was in VR?
Well, I mean, any game can be in VR. If I had a VR headset, I'd be playing Battlefront 2 in VR in HD right now.
Okay, if I could get you a hardwired HDMI in VR headset, I would.
Yeah.
But the only one I can get is a fucking Bluetooth one. I don't know how the
Yeah.
PS4 would
It
interact
doesn't
with
like
that.
it, I don't
Yeah.
think. Just,
You can just use it for watching porn.
Well,
Yeah.
So, rumor, this is an unconfirmed number, rumor is that at least 70,000 pre-orders were canceled after that backlash.
I want to know percentage. That's my curiosity.
You can...
The
Well,
game was not
okay,
announced
when did the game
before-
come out?
Tuesday, technically tomorrow.
So Monday is when the numbers are going to be
Sunday
available.
for EA Early
Yeah,
Access.
Sorry, Sunday, technically tomorrow.
And then Tuesday for the Deluxe. And then Friday for the Standard.
Well, they count release date based on the actual game's normal public release date.
So tomorrow.
Technically tomorrow.
Okay. So then Monday is when numbers actually do get announced. So come Monday, we'll have the actual numbers
I
of
want to
what
see the
sales
stats.
numbers were. Yeah, we'll get all that information come Monday.
It
I
hasn't
don't know if
been
it'll be
announced
publicly available, but that's when it's announced.
What's funny is that EA, I really, because of the sports games system, I've
Dude,
been
SSX3.
I've been real pissed with how EA has done their releases of, you get your triple deluxe gold edition and the
Ubisoft
regular
is the one
gold.
that has the golden stuff. EA is always
No,
the
EA
deluxe.
with the sports game. Yeah, so it's like there's the deluxe version, which comes out on Tuesday, and then the standard comes out on Friday. And then they also have, on top of the deluxe, a day one standard sometimes. So like with FIFA, there was the Ronaldo edition, the day one edition, and then the standard edition.
I think I have day one of Evolve.
It was ridiculously annoying that they did that, and they've done it for all of their sports titles. But normally, all it's done is people who really wanted the game paid $20 more than they normally would have, and it worked in EA's favor.
So they
In
paid
this
$20
one-
more to just get it like 3 days early or something.
You also got some...
Some small
it came
in-game
built in
bonuses.
with about $40 of microtransactions. So you paid for 20 more of like contract points, and you'd got the Ronaldo uniform pack or whatever. But in this case, it actually has fucked them so bad, because so many people would have probably still bought their standard 2 days ago. But the jump between the people who weren't getting the deluxe is now, like, first of all, they did their EA Access, and the backlash from that screwed their Tuesday sales, and now further backlash is going to screw their Friday sales. So overall, their dumbass fucking release sort of early system
but not really.
is now going to penalize them super hard, or at least harder than it would have by normal word of mouth.
What's hurting them the most is all the media coverage.
It's getting real covered.
It's getting covered by a lot. It was on CNN. Belgian is they're something of...
It's a whole EU thing that they're actually trying to loot boxes as a form of gambling.
They are looking into and trying to get EA cited as gambling.
No, loot boxes.
Yeah.
All loot boxes.
They are looking at Overwatch. It was mentioned that it's one of the... They're looking at all loot box systems.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for Overwatch, to be honest.
Well, you still pay money.
That doesn't affect gameplay at all.
Well, no, that's the thing. And I think they have no merit on a game like Overwatch where it's purely cosmetic.
Because, I mean, then you could also go after Dota for pure cosmetics.
And I don't think there's any merit there because it's pure cosmetic. But with EA, when it's literally pay-to-win loot boxes...
Overwatch doesn't have a secondary market. They might have a case on Dota.
Yeah, that's fair. Because of the Steam marketplace.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent point.
Drop rates do affect your potential income. So that's been dicey for a while, though. Mm-hmm. This one, where it is a pay-to-win loot box system, that could really screw them up. And then they have to get gambling license. Every company. Blizzard would have to get gambling licenses.
I don't think Blizzard would have an issue getting gambling licenses, though.
They'd have to re-release all of their game classifications, and it would cause restrictions on who can buy and who can play the games.
Yeah. A lot of Blizzard games are rated 18 up, though.
Well, anybody can buy a mature game and give it to their 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And that's never been a problem.
But I guess if
with
it gets rated
restrictions... There might be actual age gating on games.
Also, uninformed parents usually go, oh, it's mature, and then your salesperson can be like, oh, it's just because it's cartoon violence. And parents will be like, oh, that's okay. But to say, hey, this is gambling.
There's simulated gambling in here.
And, the cashier, it's just a loot box system. That's going to scare off the parents. Yeah. The people buying gifts for kids market, which is a lot larger than you might think. The parents who normally look past that M rating...
And the grandparents who don't really know shit.
They're not going to look past this is gambling. Give it to your 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Teach them how to play...
Borderlands did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, they really screwed every possible pooch that they could have on
Borderlands had the most simulated gambling thing ever.
Oh, no, it was just straight slots.
Yeah. Literally... Just the most simulated gambling thing ever, and it made me feel
all my in-game money on those slots.
It made me feel so bad, and now I just don't want to gamble in real life because that whole slot thing it never worked out in my favor.
What if I get the really good gun in real life?
I don't
care. You're at a casino, you get a royal flush,
and
some guy just comes up, opens a velvet box, and inside is just a big-ass fucking gun.
I think that I might go to a casino.
I
might go to a casino. If it gives me the Moxie's bad touch or something, yes, I'm going to a casino.
Yeah, the slot, it's Marcus. You hear a rumbling, and a rifle just comes out of the corner.
Slot machine opens up, and there's just a rifle.
I might gamble if that was what was on the
okay, you know what? We're in Arizona. We haven't been to a casino, probably. That might be a thing. That might be a thing out here.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Arizona you could gamble to win guns.
Because you can gamble to win property.
Boys, we got a market.
You can gamble to win property in Arizona. So, guns can be considered property.
Honestly,
so you can wager your gun against other guns. You can, wagering pink slips.
If I was ludicrously rich, and I had a bunch of other ludicrously rich friends, my poker game would be bet with property.
I'll see your M1 and I'll raise you one Smith & Wesson 68.
It might be gambled with guns, but I would absolutely gamble with property. That would be
I want to see
if I get to
a lot of people gamble with stocks.
I want to see that fucking what's the Home Improvement Network? Just the Property Brothers, but they start hard gambling properties.
Oh shit!
Just middle of the show,
dude. There's
a poker tournament for interior designers, and they're trying to get the best houses.
Season 3, it turns into the Property Brother because the other one gets killed by the mafia.
Man, we got some
No,
carrots.
I've got so much money in like property. Ah, but you ain't got that money in cash. You ain't gonna have kneecaps.
Man, I want to pay off the mob with just pink slips. Like, where's all our money? And I just pull out a portfolio.
Do you want them in Mini Coopers or in smart cars?
Smart cars. They're a lot easier to move.
They don't take up as much space.
They don't.
You can palletize them.
You can. They don't crush each other.
Unlike televisions.
I want to go to Costco and buy a pallet of tires. I just want to buy pallets of things. After that ad for Oreos by the pallet,
$500 off limit 2.
How much is $500 off a pallet of
We
Oreos?
never looked it up. It's actually
we were too scared to because we were worried we would buy it.
If it was like $600, we might go and buy a $100 pallet of Oreos.
Well, there's another thing you're gonna take. What's the expiration date on Oreos?
Don't open
Short
them.
enough. Long enough. Either way, we're gonna eat them.
Like, it doesn't matter which one you're trying to say, because I know the answer's long enough for you to eat all of them.
Yeah.
You guys will be committed.
Oh, what if they were the Fruity Pebble Oreos?
Oh man, eat mystery Oreos.
Eat mystery Oreos.
Just do it. Don't
if you
question
haven't had
it.
a mystery Oreo yet, go to your local supermarket and/or Oreo website and order some mystery Oreos.
Man, Nabisco, give us money.
Dude, we should just put like a Nabisco thing up on here, and then they can't get mad at us
because it's a big red triangle.
We just need to
in the
start
corner
race
of the
carring the wall.
Oh yeah, we'll get like uniforms of just like jumpsuits of just brands we have nothing to do with.
I showed you
Pay
guys
us to remove you from our podcast.
Pay us to become disassociated with the podcast.
We'll have like a whole video series of us showing the check and ripping the patch off the uniform. We'll have like a graveyard of brands.
So, I showed you guys that picture of my Final Fantasy XIV character in the full chocobo thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I recently looked into how much it would cost to get a nice suit that would match it perfectly.
God damn it.
I might be getting this whole costume built up in a couple of weeks.
$400?
Not even. Less than 100.
How quality we talking?
Pretty good, actually.
I need to find out what the price is on 4 matching black blazer tops.
No.
They're suit jackets.
Suit jackets.
Suit jackets, yeah.
4
pairs of khaki shorts.
Of those like little stylish.
I own it. I already own a pair for myself, so you don't.
Pastel
They
colors.
gotta be designer though.
They gotta be pastel.
Okay.
And 1 darkest shade of midnight blue 3-piece suit.
That might be one of the.
It's the best cosplay.
It is the best group cosplay you can possibly do.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I will proudly be an East Side gentleman.
Oh yeah.
It's. So, East Side Gentleman, Brickos.
I think
Bricko
Bryce has to
be
be Archangelo.
And he's got the hair for it.
We'll get him
No,
a
he
wig.
doesn't.
I will front the
He
wig.
will have the
No,
hair.
he will.
It's so curly.
So loot boxes.
Loot boxes.
Going back
Overwatch.
to that, cosmetics. Overwatch.
Yeah.
Some BlizzCon stuff that was announced.
BlizzCon happened.
That's right.
Blizzard World, theme park in Overwatch, sometime early 2018.
I think they're
Subtied to
using
that, they came out like a week later. There's going to be what's effectively heroes cosplaying as different Blizzard property
There
people.
are actual Blizzard skins being introduced to Overwatch. Roadhog gets the Butcher from Diablo 3.
Pudge!
Widowmaker.
Widowmaker
they
Nova.
hate Pudge. They hate their Abomination from Warcraft. I have no idea why.
Widowmaker gets Nova. and
Widowmaker
it actually
is
looks
Nova.
pretty dope.
Well,
It
that's
looks
because
pretty
Nova
good.
got a Widowmaker
Yeah,
skin.
no, it's full circle. It's dope. But
Full
no,
circle. It's 2 points.
2 points. Full circle.
It's a fucking lie.
Full line.
Full line. There we go.
But no, it's
It's a full cat as well.
it's pretty awesome.
Torbjorn is getting one of the dwarves. I think Bronzebeard or something.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what there was another.
Oh, Reinhardt is getting
young Reinhardt from the Honor and Glory short.
from the short. Diva's getting
I didn't see the.
no. I want her to get
Gazlo.
Goliath, but she's not.
Just be a goblin.
You
Orisa.
remember when I was telling you Orisa's cyber skin looked like Protoss?
Yeah.
They're
She's
putting
Protoss.
an immortal skin in for her.
Yep, she's full Protoss now.
I could actually see her as an immortal though.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's the
pretty
worst.
cool.
It
looks cool.
It should.
Widowmaker Nova is the one that I'm currently most excited for.
I want a Tracer Zergling skin.
What? Yo, she's just got like fucking like bad cosplay Zergling arms on her.
Yeah. I want a shitty cosplay Zergling Tracer skin.
Because of the dragon skin, I could see Symmetra Kerrigan if they just go all in on it, because they already went halfway there.
Not Symmetra Kerrigan.
Zenyatta Kerrigan?
Maybe Moira Kerrigan with her abilities.
Oh, Moira. Oh, yeah, Moira! Speaking of Overwatch, that shit dropped today.
So, the most wanted character addition to Overwatch was the added character to Overwatch.
Long Range Beam Sniper!
Long Range
Another
beam
sniper!
No, she is a
Long Range Beam Sniper.
She's a support healer, unlike Symmetra, or Torbjorn. And Symmetra either needs to be in defense or Torbjorn needs to be in support. It doesn't make sense that they're not together.
Pick someone.
They're the same hero.
She has a defense matrix-esque energy pool of biotic energy that depletes as she heals.
Mm-hmm.
It recovers. It takes like 90 seconds to recover standing. But if you deal damage at a pretty terrifyingly high rate, it can refill in 9 seconds. So it takes 9 seconds to deplete, and if you're dealing damage, it takes 9 seconds to replenish. Which is pretty
So it cuts
nuts.
10 seconds off for every second that you deal damage?
Effectively, yeah. It's a great rate.
That's
It encourages dealing damage.
Yeah. What I'm loving about Doomfist and Moira, and I'm hoping heroes from here on out, they are hard designed, intentionally or not, almost one for one as evolved characters, which means I can do work with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you get rewarded for dealing damage, that's the most evolved thing I've seen in a while.
I love it.
It's pretty dope. She's got these little balls that they bounce off of everything. So there's some simple geometry, but they deal damage at a pretty decent rate. There's a lot of cool interactions that are involved. Like if she's nano boosted, the damage one actually depletes faster because it deals its full damage load faster.
Oh shit.
So there's a full video I can show you. I believe it's on the Your Overwatch channel of just her and interactions. And there's some pretty cool stuff.
Well, when you get like, what are they at? Like 18 heroes now?
No, this is 25.
No, this is 25.
Oh shit! I've been out of the game for a really long time.
Yo, they were
launched
at
with
like
21.
21 at launch.
Dude, I don't. Again, they're at 18
fair.
heroes now.
They're at 18 heroes now. It's pretty awesome.
You're
for
not
them.
wrong.
A year and a half, and they have 18 playable heroes.
Yeah. So,
Unlike Battlefront 2,
Yeah,
which has,
you know
what, 5 or 6?
That's fair. But no, it's really cool. She's awesome. Her ultimate is just straight up a Kamehameha wave. And that's cool. It damages
she's named
and
after
heals.
the best person I know, Goku Moira.
But then her skins are all really cool. She's a cool character. She's well designed in her character design and in her abilities. Super, and she announced at BlizzCon, goes on to PTR like 10 days later, goes live like 10 days later. So she came out.
She was playtested probably.
Very quickly.
They probably got all the pro players playtesting her.
She looks nuts strong.
I could actually see that they just get a whole bunch of pro players and have them test out the new
That's
heroes.
Overwatch's entire thing. They will cater to pro players like no other.
I know, and that's why I'm like saying.
Except for major changes where they alienate them like that Lucio guy.
Yeah. Poor DSP Stanky. He actually doesn't Overwatch stream anymore. He just lost the want to do it. Right in that wave of like nobody wants to play this anymore because the dive meta has been around for too long. Nothing new was significantly coming out. People were just finding out that this game grows old. So he retired from that. He still does it on occasion, but now he just games in general. And it's been that way for a handful of months now.
So his name is DSP?
DSP Stanky.
Oh god, I don't want to plug this guy, but there's a person named Darkside Phil, and he goes by DSP. The worst person at playing video games ever. It's honestly impressive how bad he is at games.
I think you've meant. Yeah, I think we talked.
That's
about
gonna be
him.
my gimmick. I'm gonna start a miniature painting channel, and
This
I'm
is
gonna
terrible.
channel Bob Ross, but it's going to paint anybody watching, no matter how friendly I am.
You're saying that now. I have a video idea I've been wanting to try to talk to you about.
So it'd be like watching me play StarCraft.
Connor, like, I have a video idea I've been meaning to talk to you about.
I've been working you through StarCraft enough to where I can watch it and not be mad. But if I ever watch you play Dota, Either I'm killing
Oh
myself.
no, you're not
or
allowed
I'm
to.
killing
We
you.
played
I have-
Dota together.
No, if
worst.
he's like coaching you.
If I had to coach you, I would kill myself.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
No. Also, I only play people that you would never touch because all I can do is
Windrunner.
range support.
I touch everybody.
Yeah, no,
I
he's-
can play anybody in the game.
He's
I'm versatile
got.
as fuck, bro. That's what 3,000 hours does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I
I've played like 800 hours of League of Legends, and all the heroes that I played until I stopped playing, I could just play any one of those without any issues.
I like playing Dota. That was fun. We should
It's
do
great.
that again.
Yeah.
I
eventually.
need a new PC, and then I'm down for anything. We've got a lot of Steam games that we need to play together as a group. And a lot of them will make great videos.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy.
It's like always there, just ready to pop
ready to
up.
surface. Yeah, no,
Hate 'em.
you give me the opportunity. You even give me like the semblance of, oh, there might be an opening to talk about Final Fantasy and push that game. It's happening.
We're gonna hard change subjects from Final Fantasy now.
No, we're not, because you
Into
know what's...
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah!
Where Noctis is being added into
Tekken
Tekken
7.
7.
Which
Oh my god.
I want him to have the stupid OP teleport sword ability.
No, that's
He's
why
in-
they're adding it.
No,
I
he's
want him
in
to be,
there.
like,
You can
nuts
throw
OP.
throw your spells at people for long range attacks. There's a whole bunch of wacky shit.
Does he have an uninterruptible TP?
I don't
where
know.
he disappears from the map?
I don't
You
know.
better.
He's not out yet, so there's not a whole bunch there. They've got like a 5-minute teaser trailer thing for him right now.
He actually seems like he would be really fun design space in a fighting game.
Yeah,
I'm really
like
interested to
it's
see.
a pretty good pick. And holy shit, Tekken 7's just getting every single character. They've had Akuma, Geese Howard.
Tekken 7's lit, man.
Oh my god, like
And it's a bummer.
I'm sad that I just kind of skipped it because it came out at a time where I didn't have a lot of money and I just like
Well, it also came out just barely before Street Fighter 4 Ultra.
No, it came out after. It came out
So-
this year. Tekken 7 came out this year
Oh, wow.
on console. It came out in arcades a while back,
Okay.
but the console release was just recently.
Okay.
See, fighting games are weird where they have a physical, physical release in arcades before
Oh,
they
no,
do
there was
a
a-
home release.
It was it's in Japan. It's Japanese only arcades.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's because like they
It's
didn't
its
know.
own world, man.
Yeah, they had to. Dave and Buster's had to specifically import in arcade cabinets for Tekken 7, and like there was only 4. They were only allowed 4 of them for the entire company.
And how glorious are they for doing it?
I got like upset that we didn't get one out here.
Dave & Buster's is underappreciated.
Oh,
it
yeah.
isn't.
Give us money.
Oh, yeah, Dave & Buster's is great, man.
God damn it, Connor!
I love going there with my family.
No, fuck
I'll
that.
take the kids.
Fuck that. No, I go with friends and get weird cocktails and play way too much Guitar Hero for how bad I am.
I just play crane games and win free tickets off of stacking things.
Oh yeah, that stacking game that like you're weirdly good at.
I actually won like 9 Pikachu, I won 5 Pikachu dolls at a single night at Dave & Buster's.
It's a fun place.
Yeah,
They got weird games.
they've got
I've
really
never been
weird-
to a Dave & Buster's.
Really?
Not once.
It's
well,
a.
shit. Now we got to go to Dave & Buster's. You've never been to Cracker Barrel, so now we got to go there. We didn't.
You don't have to go to Cracker
We
Barrel.
just
Thank
shop
you.
there.
You don't have to go to
You
Cracker
don't like
Barrel.
Cracker
I
Barrel?
don't care for Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
You haven't
man.
been to Hurricane Bar and Wings, and that's been the greatest offense.
No, like
Yeah, we need to fix that.
yeah.
But
It's
the
a
problem is we only think about it at 9
No.
or later on Thursday nights.
No, I'm thinking about it all the time.
Yeah, because those fucking wings are
Like-
phenomenal.
Those wings have haunted me.
Things that keep me awake at night. Thinking about those wings.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Parmesan garlic wings, like with Parmesan garlic fries. Yeah.
Top 5 things that keep me awake at night. The Parmesan garlic wings from Hurricane Bar and Wings.
Okay.
God damn, were those good.
Yeah.
Not asking Charlie Day a question at that pre-release.
That's fair. That's fair.
I did not prepare one, and I regret it so much because he was amazing.
He was so fun.
He was so good. Texas Coke. It's not here. All the mistakes I've made romantically and why I'm still alone.
The smallest of all of those.
No, this
And
is an order of
lastly,
magnitude.
what really keeps me awake at night is that I'm on an air mattress and not a real mattress, and that ties into number 4.
Shit, hold up.
The one that was just said. The
Texas.
romantic bits. Why I'm single.
Oh, okay, number 4 in that order.
No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Texas. Texas caused them to have an air mattress.
Texas Coke.
It was...
I used to sleep on a bed, and then Texas cocaine happened.
Cocaine, not even a bed. I don't know where I was going with that.
I mean, you're accurate.
Well, speaking of
That's
things
what you
that I
can
didn't
do.
know where I
You
was
can
going
become
with.
one of those dare officers. You can go into schools and be like, here's this prime example. Before cocaine, look at him, and it's just you laying on a bed. Now look at him after cocaine, and it's just you laying on an air mattress. It's
Hey,
actually
kids,
just you.
How do you like camping outdoors? Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
How would you like to camp outdoors in your room?
Oh, you don't even have a room anymore. Why? 'Cause you did cocaine.
You don't have a room, you have a penthouse. It's 1974 and you're living large.
Just like a suite style apartment.
have your,
the only thing in it is a single air mattress just in the center of the room.
I don't understand. Every depiction of the
You're
1970s...
gonna be working for a guy named Sterling Archer, and he's gonna shit all over your life. Why? 'Cause you did cocaine.
Every depiction of the 1970s is everyone's either living in a penthouse.
Yeah.
And if somehow not a penthouse, it's B, a beach-style party house.
Yeah.
Those are the two houses everybody lived in the 1970s.
What about if they lived on a mountain?
Never. Not in the 1970s.
No, they only vacationed to the mountain because
There was no mountains.
Party
no
mountain.
mountain rules.
There were no mountains.
It was the 80s that was
There were the
Party
mountains
Mountain.
of cocaine.
In
but beyond
1980, mountains just emerged.
that's where the ski thing came from, was the 80s.
Okay.
Point Break.
So they stopped doing so much cocaine, and because all the cocaine wasn't being done,
Just Point Break.
because all the cocaine wasn't being snorted, that's when we got all the snow.
Yeah.
Ugh. People used to live in hotels, like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
That's because hotels were cheap.
And I don't know if it
It was
loses
affordable.
the charm or if it's like something about that. I'm
Hotels
like,
raised prices.
that's interesting. That's really interesting. Like living on the top floor of a hotel. I don't even stay in the top floor of hotels, and I'm just looking up like I could live there.
Yeah.
No,
I can't. Like
nowadays you can't.
But yeah, no, that always trips me up. Like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. As a kid, I'm watching this. I'm like, that doesn't fucking happen.
Well,
and then
no,
I grew
it
up. I'm like,
happens.
holy shit, that happens.
People live in the hotel if they work for the hotel.
Well, that's
They didn't do enough coke in the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
They
Now that I
didn't.
think about it.
Well, no, they did it off stage.
all behind the scenes in the boiler room. This is early 2000s.
The boiler room
Coke.
was just a set.
How do you think Esteban still made a living up there?
He
No
did.
boy's salary, he can't.
Underground drug
If he
cartel.
fought for higher wages, they would have deported him.
Yeah, that's why he did all those. That's why he did all the cocaine trafficking for them.
People didn't
Mr.
know that.
Mosby ran a
Super
very
racist.
tight cocaine ship.
They called him Mr. Prindle.
Still one of the best jokes from that whole series. Sometimes it just pops into my brain when I'm driving, and I'm like,
Yeah,
God damn it.
like I said, Mr. Mosby. That was legitimately the one thing that I was thinking of.
Disney Channel's live action shows were actually really underappreciated.
They were.
A lot
No,
of
the
them
Sweet
were.
Life of Zack and Cody was.
The
underappreciated.
writers had it.
Yeah.
How do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her. Coming from a 12-year-old is fucking gold.
Yeah. And the fact that like any parents watching that are probably just gonna look down and be sad with themselves. Like the kids are just kind of like laughing, like laugh track, and the parents are like crippling depression.
Oh.
It's not crippling if you alter your lifestyle entirely to where you work with it. It's where you try to retain your sense of self that cripples you, but if you just roll with it and become a lesser person, it doesn't actually inhibit you.
You can't make me feel bad, depression. I'm not even a human.
That's
I'm
why
a
you're-
fucking worm.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Depression can still take worms.
Man, now I'm just gonna be like looking at the dirt, just like, man, how many sad worms are down there?
And like
Worms
how many
are
of those?
smart enough to know they exist. They can't comprehend emotion.
Yeah, like that.
I don't know.
I don't know. Emotion's a difficult thing to understand.
No, it isn't.
If you paint something blue, does it make them sad?
No, it makes them a man.
red,
Ask Hitler.
the color of passion, and the poet's sun. Or was it the poet's harvest moon?
I have no idea.
Hamlet 2 in the Kinkos when he's like
son of a bitch.
when he's trying to figure out what color the fly is.
I don't know.
It was like the poet's harvest moon or something like that.
All I know is that Hamlet 2 might be the most underappreciated movie, and I am so happy I saw that in our DVDs for under $1 bin at work one day, popped it open and saw that the disc was in mint condition. I'm like, this is mine now.
I will never not plug that movie when it comes into my mind.
That's because it's like such a weird movie.
I'd ask for money from Hamlet too, but they don't have any.
No, that film was like Tina Fey probably paid them to have her
Amy
appear.
Poehler.
Amy Poehler probably paid to have money.
There's like a whole book
Yeah.
called like I'm Not Tina Fey and I'm Not Amy Poehler, one of the two.
Yeah, so like basically one of them was in this movie, and it's like such a low budget film. I don't know how they afforded.
It was
Amy
Amy
It was in
Poehler
Tempe.
before.
You
a
have
lot
to
of
Okay, yeah, I
that.
know. Fair enough. It was out in like the worst place.
Tucson paid them to film.
No,
Oh, sorry,
no.
Tucson.
It was a Tucson. It was like the school they used was in Tempe, but the actual like everything else was in Tucson.
Oh.
Such a magnificent picture. And it was like Steve Coogan while he was trying to get into America, so he was pretty easy to work with. And Trey Parker and Matt Stone, I think, were writers on it. Or
God.
one of them was.
It's
So much went right with that movie.
everything went right with that movie. Just
It's weird to me when I see Trey Parker or Matt Stone do stuff without the other.
yeah.
it is.
Because
I
it's
always
the
worry.
same
I'm like,
dynamic
what
with
happened?
me when I started to see Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele do stuff without each other. I'm like, oh man, what's happening there? But now, you know, Keegan-Michael Key is a successful actor with his own career, does stuff, and Jordan Peele
Is a good director.
a now critically acclaimed director. So I guess they've got their own stuff going on, but I want more Key and Peele.
I know, it's so weird, because at first you always, like, the first thought is, oh, something happened. They're never going to work again. This must have been a huge fight. And they
No.
were both just like, hey, bro, I'm going to do a thing for, like, a couple months. And he's like, go for it, man.
And
Like,
then he's
that's-
doing a thing, and I'm
and
like,
they
oh, I'll
come
do a
back.
thing.
That's the healthiest relationship you can have with a friend. Like, you know, where Keegan-Michael Key started getting a bunch of guest appearances on shows and stuff. Jordan, I'm positive, was just like, hey man, that's fucking great. You go do that and I'll work something else out.
I'm gonna write a movie about my cat.
I'm gonna, yeah.
See, and so, like, they do their stuff, and then they come back for something like Keanu, which was amazing.
It was so good.
And then they kind of, and it's just sort of these, like, they intersect again every now and again. And
We're
when they
good
do,
friends.
it's so glorious.
But we're gonna do our own thing, but you guys are still friends, though, right? Yeah, we're still friends.
God, Keanu was such a wonderful surprise.
It was.
I had no expectation and was like, man, is this going to be their low point? And it totally was not. It was
I
so...
think it might actually have been their low point.
And it wasn't even bad.
No,
It wasn't a low point.
They have no low.
that was their lowest
Oh.
point was Keanu, and that's pretty good praise.
God. It's
Like that's saying something. If like your low point is still better than most people's highs.
I remember the feeling of coming out of that theater so happy that it was great.
Yeah.
Ah.
It was so worth it.
Go see Keanu. Go do
It's
yourself
great
that favor.
Keanu. It's well worth it.
You know, I just got reminded of that one time we were just in high school. We're just sitting there like we can go see a movie right now.
First day, yeah, so senior year high school, first day, Michael and I didn't have any classes for the butt half of the day, but they don't let you go home out here. But they'll let you sit in the library and dick around. And you can like kind of leave campus, but you gotta sort of come back. So we're just sitting there, and it's like 15 minutes in, and we're like, you know, I guess we'll
We have
be
like 2
proactive.
hours.
We'll work on homework, we'll do something. And then just, Michael, I kind of want a milkshake. And I turned to him, we can just go get a milkshake. There's nothing stopping us. And so we all stand up and we go and we just get milkshakes.
And then I want to say a week later, we just decided, let's go see a movie. And we went and saw a movie.
The amount of freedom, like, that was like the first moment, I think, in my life where I was like, I can just do shit.
stuff. Yeah.
And it was amazing.
The senior year of high school was kind of that moment during your life when you realized, man, fuck this.
That and freshman year of college were probably like the 2 years where I was just like, anything goes now.
Yep.
And then like a year later, life was just like.
Yeah, and you got punched in the face. I
Remember
fired
when you didn't spend when you spent all that money in high school instead of saving up for tuition? Boom.
You made mistakes.
No money.
Spent all that money.
I didn't.
So much money I spent.
I took a year off, and I worked so that I could afford college.
I worked to afford that Texas Coke.
It's a shame that Texas Coke didn't work out for you.
Miss Texas. No, the Coke worked fine, man. The Coke worked great. Everything else didn't.
No, but like if Texas Coke was stronger, I think it probably would have worked better for you in the long run.
No, that's the beauty of it is you get the most value for your dollar in Texas Coke. You don't get that value elsewhere.
No, Florida, it's like ridiculous. Anywhere here, probably terrible.
It's horrible.
Actually,
Like
here's
the
probably
Coke
one of the
isn't
worst
bad,
states.
but for how much you pay for what you get, here is horrible conversion opposed to Texas.
Yeah, if any of you are looking to get into Coke, this is our little bit where we help you. Go to Texas is the first step.
Ask for Coca-Cola.
Go to buttfuck nowhere, Texas. It's like
Lubbock.
40 miles.
Go
out.
to Lubbock, Texas.
It's like 40 miles out of Austin.
It's actually an hour and a half out of Dallas, and the city is called Gun Barrel City.
There's Coke.
So you've got Gun Barrel City, you've got Lubbock. Those are the two buttfuck middle of nowhere towns in Texas where they've got that good Texas Coke.
Gotta get that good Coke.
The Coke is technically in Ma Bank, which is right next to Gun Barrel City, but it goes through Gun Barrel.
It's like how if you're from Tempe, you just say you're from Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Well, Tempe is more just a part of ASU than anything.
You can actually nowadays say Tempe and people might understand you
Mesa
rather than just
still.
say Phoenix.
Or you could just say ASU and people would understand you live in Tempe.
Right.
No, that's why you would say Tempe and it makes sense. It's because ASU. But without ASU, there's no other town in the valley that someone's gonna be like, oh, that's in Arizona. You could say Chandler and they're not gonna understand. Gilbert.
Well, that's because
Mesa,
it's just a guy from Friends.
Queen Creek, Glendale. Well, maybe
No,
Glendale.
what's the one that
because
has a
of,
fake-
Yeah, the
hockey
fake
area.
school
Kyrene.
district.
Kyrene. Doesn't
You say
exist.
Kyrene.
Kyrene School District. Won't find it on a map.
Doesn't
Somehow
exist.
more people know about Tucson than Tempe.
The sovereign
don't
nation of
understand
Guadalupe.
Yeah, there's
Can't forget about
Guadalupe. Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, that's because Tucson, I think, has a lot more, like, history in being in movies and stuff. It's got like more
310 to
visibility.
Yuma, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
There's
310 to Yuma, the other
Yeah.
310 to Yuma.
the other stuff.
There's other
OK
things.
Corral, the other OK Corral.
Which is
Tombstone.
funny because Phoenix is here. Tucson is one direction. Tombstone, complete opposite direction. And yet somehow Tucson got associated
Yeah,
with like the cowboy shit that happened on the clear other end of the state.
it makes no sense.
It'd be more sensible to associate the Grand Canyon at that point. That'd be like
People
what you're
do.
saying.
Phoenix, oh, Grand Canyon.
It's so far. And I didn't realize it until I went there. It's so far.
It's very far.
Like, in the time it takes me to get to the Grand Canyon, I can just go to Los Angeles, alternatively.
I mean, don't, but yeah, you could.
Yeah, I mean, I'll die on the road, but, you know.
No, you won't die on the road.
You'll
You'll
die-
die like on the dirt because your car got smashed off the road.
Yeah, there's no dirt. It's all concrete.
The cactus.
They ran
You got
out
hit
of
by a
dirt.
cactus. That's it. That's all that happened.
Driving is so long.
I
think you mean that places are far away.
No.
No, I love driving. And I love that it's long, but it's
It's so
excessive.
long.
It is.
Like distances are too great.
Like,
we
yeah,
need to find a way to fold time, like space into
Yeah, we need to
itself.
Tesseract.
Like no, it's like that episode of Fairly Odd Parents where they fold the map and then all of a sudden they go cover distances faster.
Yeah.
I just want a tube from here to Flag that's a 30-minute ride.
Do you mean like
Man,
a
tube travels, it's the
like
way to go.
super
I'm not
train?
talking Futurama. I'm talking bullet train too.
Yeah, bullet train.
Magnetic rails launch me through.
Yeah, I'd be down. Issue is that
Alternatively,
you could build a wall, or you could build a super train.
you get in a tube, it turns you into particles.
Okay, that's
It just converts you down into energy, fires you out of a railgun, you hit like a wall at your destination, and then you sort of just rematerialize and hope for the best.
Okay, no, that's you dying in one location and being reformed in another.
I want that.
I don't want that. Yeah, no.
I want to die and be reborn on my daily clock.
This is the thing that happened in Star Trek, where the transporter messed up and wouldn't kill you in the location you originated from, so there were multiple people in different locations. It was basically cloning them. It wouldn't remove them from the world, it would just make a new copy of you in the destination location.
I don't want that.
No, I don't want that, because then there's too many Nicks going around doing
and that's
shit.
the issue. That's the same premise.
Alright, so I was speaking to Nick about this.
It's pretty good.
Alright, so cloning and like Fairly Odd Parents, another you mentioned, a lot of different shows have done cloning. And a lot of them have done the premise of, like, they're each a different emotion or something. It splits itself, which is bullshit. I don't like that premise.
Or it's like, oh, I'm going to have clones so I can handle all these tasks. So I got to go to my date, but I've also got to go to work, but I've also got to go to school. So it's like they make
Do you remember that Nick show that we saw? We were singing Culvers?
Yes, but that was the emotion one.
Yeah.
His hair was just too fabulous.
Yeah. How did you know it was him? His hair. It was just so fabulous.
But, alright, so a lot of people, if they could clone themselves, would do it for, like, practical nefarious purposes.
Or
either like,
I would do it to raid with myself.
I need more out of my day. Or I want to get some sort of click going around. If I could clone myself, yes, week 2, it's for the malicious shit. Like, I'm gonna start hitting all the post office trucks and whatnot.
And then you have an alibi that it wasn't me, officer. I was actually reporting a post
office truck. 6 alibis.
Oh man.
You knocked over 6 post office trucks at once
while
you were at the police station reporting your bike being stolen.
It couldn't have been me knocking that truck. I was knocking this other truck at the time. What? And you just do that 6 times, and eventually they just give up.
Like, when they arrest you, you knock over another truck, and then you're free to go.
Before all the evil shit, before I start to really, hit peak clone potential, the number one reason I would clone myself, and what the first 3 to 4 days would be, is I would finally have a 5-man group that would be so down and so ready and willing to play Descent with me.
And that's like the most wholesome thing.
The saddest thing ever.
It's not sad at all. Fuck you.
I am here for you! Take my love!
You've said you've lost interest in Descent. You're not.
I am fine with Descent, just not when, like, people like John.
Ooh, that's a name drop.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name drop.
Yeah.
That's, I'll respect that.
Your playstyles are dramatically different.
They are.
I mean, we got lucky with our
my playstyle was all risk it for the biscuit.
We clicked together well, and that's why it worked.
It's
because it didn't work well is Sean, and that's because he reads everything.
Did you read the rules? Yeah? Did you read the rules you weren't supposed to read?
Yeah?
Yes.
No, it was awesome because we all were just so down to just do stupid shit, break the game, and then fix the game, and then play it as we should probably have in the first place.
No, we fixed the game as we played it because the game was broken.
The game is so broken.
But when you get the person who says we gotta follow the rules the first time, then we can errata, and not just we can errata without it's just, you need to be able to change things on the fly.
You do. So the board game industry, it's a mystery to me. It's a very big industry. It's not huge. It's not video games by any means, but it's
starting to get up.
It has a crazy loyal community.
I saw
it's got a more loyal community than video games does.
A more loyal community, yes.
I saw a presentation about how that's sort of going to be on the rise. And
it is getting a lot bigger. And I'm excited for it to hit a larger plateau. But my confusion with it is every single board game we've played has had several core or debilitating problems with it that just show how little the game has been play tested.
Honestly, what I think it is, and I will pit it all on us, with the right group of players, every game is a broken game. I think you can play that, you can have like dozens of test groups who won't find the faults that we find, But
Because
we just have this weird ability. Everybody.
Are we just the cursed group that will break every game?
I think so. We're the perfect playtest group.
We kind of are.
That should be our thing. Is like the 5 of us should literally
send us your game to the MoistyVoice.
We'll
Alright,
prove
to be
it.
completely serious, I've
That's the thing.
playtested a couple games in game stores and stuff. A
Yeah.
lot of them get played. If you want a game to get hard tested and any problems found, send it to us. We will find them and we will fix them.
We have for Descent a now like 4-sheet long just list
We're
of
digitizing
errata.
it. We're digitizing it.
And that isn't at all like personal. Oh, this was weird. It is all game fixing errata.
Like the game cannot. I mean, fucking.
Like,
God,
certain
House-
creatures are not allowed to do certain actions while carrying objects.
House on Haunted Hill and Betrayal
Oh my
at Baldur's Gate. We can't go a mission without
Not a
having to
single
fix
one.
it.
Not a single
Yeah.
one.
There's
No, it's-
always something, and I think
The
that's,
worst part is with that game is you have to trust the trader, because a lot of that trader booklet doesn't say half the shit that needs to be said.
I mean, it's usually like, here's how to win, but here's not how to win.
No, here's how to win.
What's the health points on them? Do they die like normal things? What are they treated as?
How do you damage it?
We've had to house rule every
How can
mission
you
in
damage
that
it?
game.
And what happened? And what do you tell the players when they can't damage it?
And it's usually an easy fix. If they had put a single line of text, it wouldn't even be a thing. In every mission, one line of text is missing.
Yeah.
And it's infuriating. Send us
Betrayal
games.
House on the Hill's a shit game, and I'll say that forever and ever. And I understand that a lot of people don't feel that way, but it's too many problems to be fun.
Baldur's Gate
Betrayal
fixes
Baldur's Gate
a lot of the problems.
is a good game.
It's like weird with it's so little what they changed, but it's so fundamental what
It
they
is.
changed.
It's such a huge.
They made the most
huge
important
difference.
changes. That's how to sequel.
It is.
I think the best thing about the change was the fact that every single character has a class action.
That was a huge thing.
Characters mattering was
Is
a pretty
that
big thing.
there
Outside
are
of
10
just their
distinctly
RNG
different
stats.
characters.
Yeah. No, I think that that's what it is, though, is that our play group happens to put everything that we play through such a crucible that when we come through it,
It goes
has
through
to
a
be
crucible
fixed.
because I'm actively trying to break it. Connor's trying to fuck me over while I'm trying to break it. And it's just, shit gets messy.
Hey, so if you guys are looking for suggestions, you know what just came out? Twilight Imperium 4th Edition.
God.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a game that you can't playtest enough.
I'm not, like, to be perfectly honest, what's made me most worried about us finally playing that game is the fact that we're going to spend no less than an hour a day on just errata rules lawyer. Like, those situations are going to be
man.
such a thing.
It's actually a testament to the strength of our group that how rarely we have to vote on a rule change.
There's
It's
only
nor-
been one
There's
significant
been
issue.
one significant one
And we
in
still
recent memory.
haven't-
Which one?
NDC
Fucking-
Deck Builder.
The girl from Watchmen
Oh,
expansion.
oh.
Because everybody is
No,
different.
that's...
No,
that's-
everybody is different.
The fact that even when you go online, there's no answer for it.
Honestly, every time
Because-
we draw it, we're like, hey, we're all here. We should finally decide it.
No,
Nope,
Shelve
redraw.
it. Yep.
no, it's
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 such a
just
contentious
the worst
card.
worded thing ever.
But outside, we've had situations where we've
There
had to
were
vote.
a couple in dissent that we had to vote.
Yeah, and we've come
But
out on
compared
it
to how
where-
many changes we made, it was such a minority.
and it was usually pretty smooth. Like, it was like a 3-2, and nobody really felt like totally just sideways fucked about it. And we
I
can
don't
they
think
were
we
all,
ever had
like-
a 3. I think it was always a 4-1. to be
Yeah.
honest.
Oh, was it?
It was a 4-1 with one person being the person that was for it because it would help them. And the one notable one for me is Unholy Ritual.
I'm bipartisan.
Because I wasn't even there for that vote on Unholy Ritual.
That is true. But no, like, all in all, we've somehow managed to, despite the things we just said, never really have too much of a problem. And I think that's where it is we are solution-oriented problem finders.
You can throw that on a resume. That's
we can
a
throw
buzzword.
that all over the, like, Instead of resumes, I'm just gonna show them us creating a problem, or finding a problem, exploiting the problem, debating the issue, and resolving the problem in like 20 minutes, while all just actively trying to benefit from the situation.
Yeah.
Show that to any employer, and they'll just be like, "Fuck, okay, they
Here
can
you
do
go.
whatever."
Here you go. Here's your free shit. Here, have your money.
Have your money.
Don't show up to work. Just take the check.
We'll call you if we need you.
That's literally my employment at like 2 jobs right now.
That's where we need the MoistyBoiz to reach in the tabletop community.
It's just we'll call you when we need the
you.
money.
No, not
Or
when we need the money.
When we need to give you the money.
When we need to solve a problem that we don't really have an answer or question to, we'll call you.
We didn't know we had a problem, so we sent it to you to find the problem.
And somehow you gave us an answer to a problem that we didn't that just didn't exist to us.
Find the problems we don't know of.
Yeah, do it.
Here's a problem we do know of. How do we fix it?
And they go,
We'll
actually,
give you a
the
different problem.
stems from this original problem.
And that is, word your shit better. We already fired the writers.
I'm gonna jerk myself off here. I'm real good at the English language. like really good. But for anybody to understand how good I need to get a degree. I'm at the degree level, I'll say that. But I need it so that people
that
believe
English
me.
degree.
And that's where a lot of the rule stuff comes into play. Is people not understanding the language that they're using.
See, it's both a benefit and a boon that a lot of my rules reading comes from
Benefits
Magic.
are boons.
Oh, is it? Wow. What's the opposite of a boon?
A curse.
Curse? There we go. Boon and curse.
Oh my god!
Curse and a boon, motherfucker.
Dude, you fucking played Magic during Theros.
Yeah, that's
This
the
is how
thing.
bad you are at English.
That's the problem.
Damn it.
No, the rules reading that I get is from so
Magic?
much judging in Magic, and like reading all of the rules there, and how language is so nitpicky there.
If then or.
So that creates both this huge benefit, but also a huge problem in that Magic is very kind of specific. And there's so many situations where it only applies to Magic.
Yeah.
No other game would treat if-then statements in such a way in some scenarios.
And we try to force it sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
So-
it makes sense.
Magic does a great job of just laying out the importance of
Order.
language in rules text. I think they nailed
Word
it in
order.
a lot of ways.
I think the proper terminology is writing a business description.
And I think they have to because it's an international game, so they actually have to be translation minded. So because of that, there's certain things that they are mindful of that they wouldn't have otherwise been. So I appreciate Magic for that, but also sometimes hate
Wizards
them
of
for
the
that.
Coast.
That's something to consider. How differently would the gameplay if it was only played in English?
Very. It would be a very different game if they never had to go internet. So much of their rules changing is because they realized when they were trying to translate that this is totally misleading.
Well,
And
just
then
think
they're
about
just
the
like,
difference
let's
between
fix
Magic
that.
and Yu-Gi-Oh! One of them gets properly translated, the other one doesn't.
God, reading Yu-Gi-Oh cards hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts
Because,
so
like, they
much.
say it's like, it just gets translated straight from Japanese, and it
It's
doesn't
so
make
literal.
fucking sense.
There's no shortcuts. It's just, here is the exact definition.
It cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned. But you can do this other thing,
That's a
though.
keyword.
You
But
can't-
nope, they have to state the whole thing.
They have to state the whole thing. They tell you can't do this, but you can do this, but at the same time can't do this. But then it doesn't work like it says. It works
Yeah.
slightly differently, and the only way to actually know is by testing.
God.
Well, on that note, if you have a broken game, give it to us. We'll fix it. If you want
Or
a
we'll
game
break it.
that won't get publicity, give it to us. We'll play it.
We'll still play it.
I'll play the shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
We just play games.
Yeah.
It's a good way to live.
We
If
now
you
have
want,
we can now use this to record a second cam feed now.
Yeah, there we go.
It's actually surprisingly decent
It's our
quality.
backup camera.
I mean, it is, but I want 3 of the same camera.
But I want that moist angle.
And the moist.
You got to get it coming from below.
Below and from the left.
below from the left, and there's got to be like some kind of weird dark shadow covering the top left corner.
In any case, this was the MoistyVoice episode 32.
Catch us on iTunes, Google Play, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Stitcher, YouTube.
We're currently
Spotify.
on hiatus, but look out in the future for when more videos come out.
And
It'll
then,
happen.
as always, fuck EA,
Fuck EA.
fuck
Fuck
Activision,
Ubisoft,
fuck Ubisoft,
Activision,
fuck Bethesda.
Fuck Bethesda. Oh my, double fuck Bethesda, man.